We would now like to call the Permanent Secretary of Finance, Mr. Colin Dore, to give an overview of the Home Improvement Program. Round of applause for Mr. Colin Dore.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, and pleasant good morning to all. Minister Evelyn elaborated on the program, and so I'll have just some brief comment in terms of the procedure. Now, this program is really meant to enhance the homestay program which Mr. Hanley mentioned earlier, because in order to meet the requirements as listed by the Ministry of Tourism and Mr. Hanley, there are a number of physical improvements that may need to be done to your property. And so this program is meant to complement it. It's a short-term program. There's a very short window of February 1st to July 31st, but we would expect that all of the improvements will be completed long before that, because we expect arrivals to start as early as when? As tomorrow. So I mean, it's a very short window, and it's really meant to be cosmetic changes and not major physical construction. So the program is designed to cover things like painting of your building, repainting, giving it a new facelift, fencing of your property, or changing your fencing, sprucing it up, improvement to your driveways, walkways, and so on, replacement of windows and doors, and then of course for the established restaurant and guest houses, provision is made for replacement of furniture, which is part of our regular program, so that you can meet the requirements of the Ministry of Tourism when they come to do the inspection. The procedure is simple. Application form is available at the Ministry of Finance, and they're already available, so those persons who want to be part of the program, you can come and collect the form as early as next week, which is the start of the month. You submit the application form detailing the scope of the work you intend to do. For something that may need building board approval, you obviously have to get the approval from the building board or the Department of Physical Planning in order to execute those minor physical works such as construction of fencing and so on. Once you submit those along with the estimate of the work to be done, the Ministry of Finance will review your application and issue an approval letter, which you can then take to TDC or Hotspur to acquire materials. Now, this program also applies to material imported. So if you're importing material, it is usable as well. That letter will be produced, submitted to the Department of Customs when you're importing the items into Nevis. So it's both for items purchased locally and items imported. Now, it's important to note that those persons in Category 1 of the Homestay Program, we are only providing building materials to help you spruce up and furnish, not equipment. So those who are inviting persons into their private homes, of course you have to get your home in a state of readiness, especially if you have an extra 2-room that you want to fix up. We are only providing the building materials, the paint and all the other things to get that room in a state of readiness, not furniture. Furniture and equipment only applies to the established the established guest houses and apartments. It's important that we note that. And no, we are not contributing to the labor as well, only the material cost. Now, the concession that is awarded, you'll be exempted from the customs duty, customs service charge, but you'll be required to pay the value-added tax, VAT, on all materials purchased locally or imported. So it's part of our effort to give the island a facelift, improve the construction sector, and at the same time give you and our visitors a level of comfort of coming to Nevis, because you'll recognize some of these persons are coming back for the first time, maybe 50 years after. And so it's important for them to see Nevis in a different light than when they left it 10, 15 years ago. And so we are happy at the Ministry of Finance to partner with Culturama 50 and also the Ministry of Tourism to support the programs to make Culturama 50 a success. Thank you.